What's going on, people? So I just wanted to just give you guys a little bit of information before you watch this next episode, part 2. It's got my guy Perry White on there, and we didn't get to discuss a lot about his latest upcoming project. His short film is called Home by 8:30. A little description there, or it'll pop up on the screen or something. But yeah, I just wanted to give a little shout out to him because obviously majority of the conversation most of the conversation was supposed to be based around his experiences and making the movie, and you know what I mean, like that kind of director's perspective. So yeah, we didn't get to discuss that too much, but it's all good. It's all good. And I just wanted to give you guys an update and to let you guys know to go check it out. The trailer's out now. I hope you guys enjoy the episode. Peace.
Catch the pace, innit?
Back in. Make sure I didn't cut that off.
Back on?
Yeah.
Are we in there?
We're there. We're there.
We're there, yeah.
So yeah, we've just been joined by Pez.
What's good?
Yeah.
He just matrixed in. He just matrixed in. Agent. Yeah, quick.
Questionable lateness.
Yeah. What do you mean?
that.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, so my boy Perry, he's a filmmaker, artist, general creative, and fits into the topic that we're discussing about.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
We wanted to get you first, to be honest, bro.
Go for it, man.
The topic we're talking about was with Poet and Chucky. They was discussing the new movie and the ban from the View Cinema and all of that.
The Blue Story one.
And I know you, obviously, as you're
Yeah.
behind the scenes, you
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
have to generate those topics and those ideas.
Yeah.
What's your perspective on this, and obviously just being a black director?
The Blue Story in particular.
Yeah.
Right, which camera should I focus at? This one or this one?
Either way,
Either.
bro.
Okay, I'll go to this one. It's right in front. So the Blue Story in particular, I think that View Cinemas are probably looking for an excuse probably early on to kind of any occurrence or any kind of disturbance, they would have probably cancelled it anyway. But with that subject matter, I mean, it's always going to be a sensitive subject matter, that film. Like that's a radioactive it's a radioactive topic because it touches on, if you look at the marketing of it, if you look at the artwork, the posters and stuff, the first thing you see is black youths in bandanas and stuff. Whether or not that's the story, I've not seen the film for me to comment on the depth of the storyline, and you shouldn't, the old saying goes, don't judge a book by its cover. So I believe, from what I've heard, there's a lot more depth to the storyline than that. But I think based on the marketing and the images of the film, I think View Cinemas were looking for any excuse to kind of give that film because I mean the topic or the things that have the issues with regards to what got it cancelled were not even directly related to the film, I believe. I don't know, that's what I heard anyway. So I don't want to go in too much on a film that I haven't seen.
No, it wasn't.
That would be me not really critiquing it properly, do you know what I mean? I haven't seen it.
Yeah. The issue wasn't based on, I haven't seen the film either, but I know the issue wasn't based on the film. It was something
outside in the cinema place in Birmingham, right?
But how mad is it though that they're willing to just not take the money?
That's what I was thinking. Considering
Secure.
That's the thing Chucky said. Chucky was like,
ladies and gents,
they're not doing it. They're not making dough. They're not doing it like they used to be.
Secure the bag.
We don't even want that.
Because now Netflix is out here popping, and all these other Amazon Prime is all streaming that. Cinemas aren't making that much money. They're making money, but they're not making as much as they used to.
Secure the bag.
Done with some money.
And you know what? This always happens with any old school business. They don't evolve with the times, and they don't want to keep in touch with what is popular and what's cool. And we've always been in touch with that as black people.
No, but you just highlighted something, and that's where racism comes in. I don't care what you say about America, you can tell me whatever you want. America's green. America is green. They will take the paper. I don't care. It's it may create some conflict, it may create this, it may create that, but they will take the paper most times.
The money.
Especially the entertainment business. In other sectors, don't get me wrong, in other sectors, there's institutional racism that America is known for, don't get me wrong. But entertainment, America is green. And I think the UK are still trying to get on that bandwagon, I think.
I think they've been trying to do that for a long time, to be honest. I think it's partly stubbornness, and it's also, I've always said this to me and my dad speak all the time, and I always say that England's a small place. When I was over in America, I really realised that for the first time how small England really is.
In America, you've got distinctive cultures in different parts of the country.
Yeah.
In the UK, you don't.
And way bigger than here too.
Yeah.
So like, the creative scene in America, comparatively to what it is in the UK, it's a joke.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's like we could feel like a couple of counties, and they can feel states.
Yeah.
The states are like the size of our country, bigger.
Yeah.
It's a different market, completely. I understand, but you're right. You make a good point. They're more interested in, can I make the money?
There, I make
But
the money.
ironically,
Secure
like,
the bag. Just secure the bag.
Ironically, though, I think that I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say it's always true in every circumstance, but with cinema, with entertainment, like you just said, not even bad news can be good news, innit? So negative press around Blue Story in particular probably helped it get a lot more exposure than it would have got
100%.
anyway.
Right.
Because people were like, I even heard people say to me, I didn't even know about this film. Like, what's this going on?
yeah.
Now I've heard about it.
No such thing as bad publicity.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
that's where it comes from, yeah.
It probably has helped market the film in a way that they couldn't have done naturally anyway.
Yeah.
That's probably
So it kind of
a
still
little
worked in a certain way, because like
Yeah.
we're sitting here talking about it now. Like,
Exactly.
I haven't watched it.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it. But I mean, for the majority, I'm sure a lot of people would get round to it or would hear about it through friends and stuff. But like, I think, yeah, you're right. It's marketed in a different way, and I think that's a lot of how things are going now. Though, do you know what I mean? Like, it's not traditional. We're going away from traditional forms of marketing, like social media, YouTube, like all these different things. Like, we're kind of like, we don't need your perspective. You don't need to tell us and review it. We actually know more than you guys.
Yeah. A lot of
following it.
When you see a topic like, or when you see the image, the marketing campaign for like Blue Story, what do you think? Like, does it make you want to go watch it? Does it make you intrigued? Yeah, like, what do you think?
Personally,
When you see that, boom.
I'm not for the advertising of that kind of crime on that level, but I do respect where it comes from. If you know what I mean. Like, I would rather see us promote other stories that I feel like would empower us more.
What do you guys think when you see the campaign and you see the posters and that? Like, what, when you see the movie posters and like on the underground,
trailers
it's all
and
over,
stuff.
all over. Yeah. Like, does it make you want to go watch the film? Like, does it make you intrigued? Does it make you go, oh, okay?
To be honest, it makes me want to go and watch the movie because that's the realm I'm in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm working in youth development.
Yeah.
So I'm fully aware that, well, I'm hoping that I'm on the right track in saying that they've promoted it in a way to get a specific demographic at a certain age to want to go and see it. Because I've seen it, and when you do watch it, if you deep it enough, and hopefully you don't have to deep it too much, because hopefully it's young people that are going to go and watch it.
Yeah.
If you deep it enough, there's loads of key gems in there, like, and then the ending of it is like loads of learning experience from it. And then we were talking about relatability. The young people right now, they will relate loads to the movie, to the way that to the way it's publicized, because that's what they see. It's genuine. Like I said, I work like proper face to face with some of these kids, and a few of them have told me that they've been approached to be patterned. Oh, little man, you want to make money, like? And when they say no, they lift up their shirt and they got the big shank right there. Do you know what I mean? So it's like genuine. So when you're seeing like what's publicized on the thing, is it good? Is it nice? No. Is it real?
Yeah.
Will it make the kids want to go and watch it? Possibly. And is there a lesson to be learned? Probably.
What are you going to say, bro? I know you
I feel like now, after just hearing what you were saying, I feel like Blue Story have been incredibly smart, but I think they factored in the fact that the movie could get banned because, like you're saying, the music that they're playing in the trailer and also in that movie itself, they could be like, it's a love story, and they could be like, all right, we want the 18 to 24 and above to watch this movie, okay? Like, we want the 18 to 24, that demographic to watch this movie. They could have pushed it marketing wise that way, and would the movie have made that much money because we're harder to convince? Do you see what I'm saying? Whereas with the trailer, they've just played music that young kids like, related it to the drill beat, related it to the music, you know, and for a 15-year-old or 16-year-old, what is it, a 15?
I was going to say, what is it?
I'm not sure what it is. Even
I'm guessing it's a 15 because of the marketing. They wouldn't have done 18.
For a 15-year-old to go, £12, it's much. For us to be like, Mandem, do you want to go see this Blue Story? You'd be like, don't really know. You'd be like, yeah, let's watch it. I'd be like, and we probably wouldn't go. Whereas with younger kids, it's just like Blue Story, yeah. And the whole lot will go, the whole people go bang, 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 bang. And I think they've been smart that way, where they've been like, okay, we still want this movie to do well. We still want this movie to do well. So we should target more the younger youth rather than the younger urban youth rather than necessarily the older urban youth.
And that's
Does
why,
that make
that's
sense?
why I say shout out to Poet, man. They're just trying to have a good time, man. It's bad because it's kind of true, because if you're already marginalised as a group trying to promote a movie, and I mean, we've spoken about this period, like with you trying to get certain access to certain things, and you know, it's just normal for other cultures, whereas for us, it's always like, oh, if you're doing something good, it's like, oh, raw.
Yeah.
Whereas it's like when you see good things in our community, we tend to be like, wow. I mean, it should be much more normalised. You know what I mean?
Right.
In that aspect, what you're saying, I think is very true. That, you know, they've been smart in how they've marketed it, but it's almost kind of like they've been forced in a certain way, because it's like, how do we market this?
Yeah.
Normally,
True.
and people are just going to come and watch the movie.
Yeah.
They might just be like, it's this black
Bro,
black stuff.
Yeah.
What do you see when you see it from a professional perspective and from your own opinion?
It's quite hard for me to say, because me being a filmmaker, I always kind of like, not even trying to sound pretentious, but I always try and go, oh, well, that's the way it's advertised, but what's the actual film like? So it's really hard for me to gauge without seeing the film, but me just seeing it, I could see why people would have a standoff approach to it based on the marketing.
What people?
But I'm already aware that it's too obvious that it's going to be that. It's too obvious that it's going to play into that, because it just wouldn't. It just wouldn't make any sense. So I understand the images of it. I understand the imagery behind the film. Maybe targeting the youth demographic. The youth demographic don't really care about the imagery of the film. They just want to see the film.
This is what I'm saying.
They're not interested.
They're playing
that's the lifestyle that they're used to. That's the things that they're interested in. They're not really interested in whether or not it's politically correct, whether it looks good for camera. They're not interested in all that. They just want to see the film. Their friends said it looks good. They think it looks good. It's got some actors in it they think are cool. They follow them on social media. They want to go check it out. Like, that's pretty much as far as their reasoning goes towards seeing the film.
More than want to be rebellious anyway. So the more rebellious it is, they'll be like, oh.
The more that you say that you can't watch it, the more they're going to want to watch it. Right?
And like I was saying, in the trailer, it's not like you're seeing. I don't know. I haven't seen the movie, but maybe because it's a love story, when we could have seen more of the romantic side in the trailer mainly, but we saw an altercation in the school in the playground. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what we saw, and 15, 16-year-olds are thinking, rah, beef.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Just like when we was in school.
Yeah, like kidulthood. When we
change, like, we can't get away from it.
No, but that's what I'm saying. In terms of marketing the movie, like we could have seen, like, do you know the love story part of it? But we saw the altercation. Similar to kidulthood, we saw the bat. We were like, rah, like man got licked in the head with a bat.
Is that any different to I don't know, like violent gangster movies from America that are not targeted towards a black demographic? Like,
it's no different.
Scorsese's film. Scorsese advertises one of his flicks. In the trailer, he'll have violent altercations coming in. He'll have people saying sinister, dark things. Do you know what I mean?
But that's Scorsese though. Do you know what the benefit of that is? You know what I'm going to say. That the benefit of that is that you've got people like Steven Spielberg. So Martin Scorsese can go and just do his thing. Yeah. Do you see what I'm saying?
Oh,
so like,
there's
different writers. So
there's different types. There's different types.
So like,
But
for
that's
me,
what I was talking about, that opening the layers of diversity.
But that's what I'm saying.
But like for example, like Femi, like I can never pronounce his last name. I don't think he may watch this, but Femi, I can't pronounce his last name. The guy that wrote and directed Intent 2, all that. Yeah. He's got a specific style. Yeah, that's his, and he's not apologetic for that. Like, I've seen him on different podcasts where he said, that's me. Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, I can do that. I can do other things, and I can show different elements in things, and I can write other things. But this is kind of my style at the moment. I can do this stuff, and I probably will do this stuff in a later time. You see what I'm saying?
Then it will feel more genuine.
Yeah. But it's for us to be like, you know what? Yeah. Whoever wants to come out and be like, yeah, I'm going to write a love story, and it's going to be a love story, and we can only, as a community, we can only hope to push that as much as we can, because that's what the other demographics, I don't want to say specifically white or anything like that, but like Spielberg, I'm not saying Spielberg is a big person, but there's other directors, you see what I'm saying? Even in America now, there's different directors that are doing their thing. And they've got the collective, they started the American Black Film Festival, and they're pushing their stories. Do you know what I mean?
That also reminds me just of the fact that art in general, not just film, art in general, I don't think should be limited to anything. I don't think there should be anything. So I said to Theo before, like I genuinely believe that like any subject matter, no matter how awkward, no matter how kind of off topic, no matter how radioactive, can be touched on if it's done with enough integrity, if it's done properly
and respect.
If it's done respectfully, and if it's done properly, and you're actually showing the authenticity of a situation as opposed to like glamorizing it or
Exactly.
Or doing it for attention or clout, then I don't think any subject matter is off topic. However, I do think that as you know, a new wave of black creative people are going to come and be making things over the next decade. I do think that we shouldn't only like it's fine having films that touch on the urban aspect of culture and the urban aspect of youth life, but we're humans, innit? We don't just have one aspect to our characters, man. There's multiple layers to that. Just like everybody else, black people are not just about the streets.
Yeah, we were literally talking about
people
100%.
Are normal people, innit?
Yeah.
Like some of them are in love, some of them are going through debt, some of them are having trouble at work.
Yep.
Like some of them are family issues. Like we need to make a more well-rounded scope of our existence. It's not just, you know, stuff related to like I don't mind that being included. I don't mind any aspect being included because that's reality. But I don't think it should be limited to that. So as long as over the next decade we see more creative people making stuff just about the human existence related to black people, I'm all for it. If it includes stuff in the streets, if it includes urban stuff, if it includes youth stories, that's fine. As long as there's other stuff as well. I just don't want it to be limited to that.